one. Ready?
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he's got room. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards. They'll run it again with Henry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Darnold. It's complete to Williams. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And that's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Henry up the middle. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Darnold. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Darnold. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Colts are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now Burrow on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 11, come.
Back to Mixon on first down. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. It sets him back for second down. Now Burrow. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Burrow on play action.
Open man, it's complete to Higgins. He's going to have the first down and then some.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
T. Higgins.
36 yards.
And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Meanwhile, Darnold's throw pulled in by Woods.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
That's good for our Colts. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
A first down throw, Darnold. And this one's incomplete.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Well, we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now Burrow loses the football, and the Colts pick it up. There he goes, right side. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. These two teams all tied after one. Henry running right. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold.
This will go to Henry out wide.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
And he'll find Pittman. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Darnold. Henry's got it out on the left side. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
That's good.
Throwing again is Darnold. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Colts. Jelani Woods from 3 yards out.
And the Colts have taken the lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Last time out, they had the fumble that led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units in there. Kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 41, Burrow. And this one is incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Darnold down to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards the pickup there. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Darnold.
They're going right back to Pittman.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Back to throw, Darnold.
Finding Henry here on the crossing route.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out the backfield to his right and then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Second down, they go again with Henry.
Running right through it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Derrick Henry in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Colts go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
A gain of 15. First down, Cincinnati.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Flushed out right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round.
From the end zone, here comes Williams.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Darnold. And this puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Bengals grab it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Well, CD, that's one of those plays you put a mark by. I mean, that could be a big momentum swing here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Yeah, we may have to revisit it, right? Because if that drive ends up in the end zone, they're sitting pretty at that point. Now, instead, it's a 2-score game that has a chance to tighten up considerably.
Tackle made by Zaire Franklin. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Colts are going to take over with the football.
4th down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise. But how about the coverage? They're able to bat it down.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Darnold. They set up the screen for Henry. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Darnold. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Able to find his man, Woods. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now Darnold keeps him, and I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. On the toss, here's Allen. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down. Burrow will throw. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. To the air again, Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 27-yard line. Here's Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Colts pick it up. And now off to the races down the right side. Past the 20. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Now the extra point. And the lead is now 24. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From the end zone, here comes Jalen Darden. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Here we go.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw again on second down. Burrow. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result. Henry
again on second down. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Henry. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will stay a 3-score game at 24.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And after all that, they are set up in unbelievable field position. So there will no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. The defense can stop it twice more as